For the offshore oil drilling units that'll be off the coast of Santa Barbara, some that are in federal waters, some that we will never have control over getting down, probably. But also going around the Coastal Commission or any other entity who doesn't like the decisions that were made. I know for a fact that BHP was inquiring, hey, their LNG facility was voted down. Let's go through the budget process and do an end run around and get it approved up in Sacramento. So it's the process I object to, and the lack of potential enforceability on the mitigations that were required. I ask for your no vote.
Senator Wiggins.
The bill.
Senator Wiggins.
I'm also voting against this bill.
Okay. Thank you. Members, any more debate or discussion this item?
Before you move on, without objection, the amendments to this bill will be adopted.
Okay. Senator Hollingsworth, would you like to close? And before you do, we're going to stipulate that the bill will be amended without objection. Senator Hollingsworth, you may close.
All of those protections are strictly enforceable on the leasee by the legislation that you are seeing before you today. Is the one final point that I would make. So I would ask for an aye vote with that.
Okay. Senator Hollingsworth is asking for an aye vote. Would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Aye. Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? No. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. No. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? Aye. Desaunier? No. Duchesne? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? No. Hancock? No. Harmon? Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Leno? No. Liu? No. Lowenthal? No. Maldonado? No. Negrete McLeod? No. Oropesa? No. Padilla? Pavley? No. Price? Romero? No. Runner? Aye. Smidian? No. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? No. Wolk? No. Wright? Aye. Wyland? Aye. Yee? Yee, no. Negrete McLeod, no to aye.
Please call the absent members.
Harmon? Aye. Kehoe? Padilla? Kehoe, no. Padilla? Price? Price, no.
Ayes 21, noes 18. The measure passes. Senator Duchesne, you're recognized at your desk.
Is 4 here before we leave this session? 4.
You want to read SB 90, Senator
SB
Duchesne?
90 is in regular session, though. I was asking if the 4X bill, AB 40, was here and ready. If not, we have to 4.
It's not, no, it's
Okay, so then we need to go to regular session, SB 90. Regular session.
Members, we're going to recess the 4th extraordinary sessions and reconvene in the regular session. Senator Duchesne has a bill to take up. SB 90, will the Secretary please read?
Senate Bill 90 by Senator Duchesne, an act relating to the state budget, making an appropriation therefore and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Duchesne.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Members, this is a supplemental appropriations bill. In regular session, these funding requests were approved by the Department of Finance and are accounted for in the current budget figures. Although it is a deficiency, essentially, it is already accounted for because these costs were incurred in prior years. but we need to straighten up our accounting books and authorize funding for CDCR healthcare-related costs pursuant to the federal court receivership, implementation of court orders regarding treatment of disabled inmates, and other CDCR population requests related to prior years. There was a significant, unfortunate growth in contract medical services. Again, members, in this current budget, earlier tonight, we voted to approve ways of restricting and capping the amount of money that can be spent on these in the future, in part because of the deficiencies that were occurred in prior years. This bill requires, additionally, because of those issues, the bill does require reporting by the Receiver's Office about their actions to reduce and better manage expenditures for medical services contracts in the future, but this will straighten up the books. It is a finance-sponsored supplemental appropriations bill. Ask for your aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Benoit? Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Cogdill? Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? Dusanier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Flores? Aye. Hancock? Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Aye. Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Simidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? No. Walters? Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Aye. Wyland? No. Yee? Yee, aye. Hancock? Aye. Wiggins? Aye. Maldonado, aye. Onnested, no.
Ayes 29, noes 3. The measure passes. Senator Steinberg.
Mr. President, I would like to call a brief Democratic caucus in the Maddie Lounge, please.
Members of the Democratic Caucus, the Maddie Lounge. Council,
Excuse me?
Democratic Caucus, Senator Steinberg.
Mr. President, it was a short caucus. It was a good caucus. The bill, AB 4 has arrived, so I prefer to take that up right now, get that out of the way, and then we'll caucus.
Okay.
Thank you.
David. Members, the regular session will be in recess. The fourth extraordinary session will be reconvened for purposes of taking up Senate Bill.
Assembly Bill 4 without objection, the amendments to
Assembly Bill 4 without objection. There are amendments. The desk. Amendments will be deemed adopted. Will the Secretary please read Assembly Bill 4?
Assembly Bill 4 by Assemblymember Evans, an act relating to human services and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Duchesne.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, members, this is the Omnibus Human Services Trailer Bill implementing program reductions in all of the various social services areas, child support, child welfare services, foster care, older Americans issues. Some of the ERA money in TANF, in CalWORKS is authorized for expenditure. There's flexibility in the SAWS consortia. There is a small grant reduction in SSI. The original in-home supportive services reductions that were from conference with a slightly higher share of cost under the revised bill that we took up earlier. This implements all of those. These are reductions, but members, with this human services trailer bill, most of the programs are kept in a position to, in fact, support our families, our children, while each one is taking some reduction. We maintain a basic infrastructure for foster care, for child welfare, and for senior citizens. Ask for your aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, would the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Aye. Benoit. Aye. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Cogdill. Aye. Corbett. Correa. Cox. Aye. Denham. Dusanier. Duchesne. Aye. Dutton. Aye. Flores. Aye. Hancock. Harmon. Aye. Hollingsworth. Aye. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Aye. Liu. Lowenthal. Aye. Maldonado. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Oropesa. Aye. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Romero. Aye. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wiggins. Aye. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Wyland. Aye. Yee. Yee, no. Correa, no. Cedillo, no. Smidian, I have you, aye. Hancock, no. Corbett, no. Corbett, aye. Dusanier, aye. Denham, aye. Liu, no.
Ayes 35, noes 5. The measure is passed. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now we'll call a brief Democratic caucus in the Maddie Lounge.
Democratic Caucus in the Maddie Lounge.